Hey guys, welcome back to the Upholstery Studio, where today I will be reupholstering a bride racing seat. I will be completely designing this from scratch and messing everything up along the way. I am coming across so many different roadblocks, it is not even funny. Wow, are you kidding me? What the You know, I just might be stupid. Before we get into it, I do just want to point out, this seat took every bit of a month to get done, and it was by far the hardest thing I have ever sewn up. So naturally, I screwed up quite a bit along the way. I did fix everything, and in the end, I got a pretty passable seat that I'm quite proud of. But paired with the fact it was in the heat of the summer, in a garage with no AC, and pretty much the entire month I didn't have a haircut, it was very hard and miserable. So keep that in mind while watching this video, and let's get into it. Now, just to clarify, this is actually the first time I have made one of these type of seats, so I'm kind of guessing at what I should be doing. I have kind of an idea based off of all the other upholstery I've done, but this is definitely a first for me. And you'll notice throughout the video, you'll see my cat. I call her Spicy Kitty, but she decides to help me out a little bit and speed up the process. Basically, all I'm trying to do is look at the shape of the seat and split up all the panels in a manner that makes sense and looks pretty good. Okay, little kitty. Oh, come on. Yes. Say hello. Hello. And this is what I thought up towards the end, and this is what I'm thinking I'm going to do for this seat. And I think it's going to work out pretty well. Luckily enough, the insert seats are very easy to take out and remove. They literally just Velcro down. So all I really have to do is just rip off the original skin that I actually used as my pattern. Now, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have used that material as a pattern. What I should have done was probably put new foam everywhere and patterned it with plastic myself. The reason being, the original material that I'm pulling off here is very thin, and it's a woven material, kind of like canvas. So what that means is when I go to draw it out, because it's so thin, it is really like stretchy and it doesn't hold its original shape very well. I think that's one place I could have improved on. So for a long time before I even started cracking this seat open, I thought about what I wanted to do with it. And everybody and their mom always does diamonds or whatever kind of pleated panels you like. They always do them in the main parts you sit in, just like the main seat portion. And that seemed a little too obvious to me, so these pieces I'm actually drawing the diamonds out for. One is the headrest and the two are the sides. Kind of wanted to keep the diamonds as an accent piece and not go too crazy overboard with the whole seat and keep it nice and simple, but still with a little bit of pizzazz, I guess, if that makes any sense at all. So the purpose of this video isn't necessarily to be a how-to video or to teach y'all how to do a racing seat. My primary reasoning for making this video is to show y'all how I think and my thought process when I'm doing a project, especially one I have never done before, just like this one. So if there's any point in the video you want me to elaborate on something, you have a question, like Sabrina Carpenter always says, please, 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 don't hesitate to ask a question. I will be more than happy to answer it for you, to the best of my ability. All I'm doing here is just finishing up, cutting out the individual pieces, and I'm going to go ahead and sew them together. So if you remember back to the beginning of the video, the original seat that I had all the lines drawn and everything, obviously those lines is where I was putting all the seams, and that's how I split up these pieces. But all the tick marks you saw everywhere, those were my match marks. Those are the only way I was able to actually put this seat together. First of all, it was a huge gap between it. This took me all month. But second of all, I would have not been able to tell which piece goes to which, and it would have made it so much harder. I probably wouldn't have been able to put the seat together. If you're ever doing anything, I always say match marks are probably one of the most important things you can do. Don't forget match marks. They saved me with this. So right about now in the video, I have the main seat face pretty much sewn up, and just to make sure I'm not losing my mind and I'm not wasting a bunch of time, I'm test fitting it right now and roughly holding it up just to see how it's going to look. And right about now is when I start gaining a little bit of confidence and I can kind of tell I'm going to be able to put out some sort of finished seat at the very least. Now that I've verified I didn't completely screw at least that part of it up, I'm going ahead and I'm finishing off that main skin of the seat, which all I'm doing is putting on the back piece that holds all of the seat together. It's pretty much just a small little boxing that kind of folds to the back side of the seat. Compared to other seats that I've upholstered, this one is definitely the most unusual in how it is fastened. So the back side of it, it has a cinch cord, which is just a little metal cord around the very back side, and it gets clipped together on the bottom where the snap is. That's what you saw me taking off earlier in the video. And the other part is Velcro. So all it is just a little cinch cord and Velcro holding this main skin down, which typically isn't super strong. I guess that's just how these type of seats are. So I kind of wrestle it a little bit to do my best to work out the wrinkles. In the end, I wasn't able to get it perfect, unfortunately, but I think I got it somewhat set up okay. Now, let's watch me struggle to put in these black clips at the top of the seat.
Oh, no way. Don't break, don't break. Yes. Yes. Come on, don't do this.
Luckily, I'm not utilizing all of these on the seat because I just broke this one. I don't know if you can see, like, right there, if it'll, yeah, this little latch is supposed to be that little, where is it? Come on, focus. Yeah, that broke off, like right there. Luckily, I got one in the middle, right here, and two on the sides if I really need, because this isn't going to go in an actual car. This is just going, this is just being used for a racing sim. So, I got 3 times to mess up. But that's it. Well, 2 more times, I think. I think it's these seams right here that are doing it. I think it's too bunchy. I think we just need to chop off a wee bit more. Maybe.
Yes!
Aha! Now just don't look at them too hard or else they'll break. I think they're gonna hold. Wow, are you kidding me? What the This is what I'm looking at. If the camera will focus. Do you know what this is? Those are where I cut this material for this little cutout. And I cut off the back tack, so now the stitch isn't locked in and it's starting to come out. And that means I have to take off this whole thing, which took me like 2 hours to put on. I broke 2 of these little plastic things just so I can back tack all of these. You know, I just might be stupid. So off camera, I went ahead and made this back piece insert, and I redid it about 4 times. I know this is my first time making one of these type of seats, but I am coming across so many different roadblocks it is not even funny. Like these back tacks right here, I have to take off this whole skin, which I broke 2 of these plastic things. I have a limited number of these, just so I can fix this seam, take it all apart, go back to the beginning. I redid this like 4 times. Let's hope to God I don't mess these up, because I don't have a lot of material left. We'll see how it looks, but it's not going great. I'm not happy with it so far. We'll see. So I guess if I go any further, I'll kind of explain what I'm thinking with the design of this cushion at this point after making all these mistakes. Let me scoot this back some without fucking up my table. So my thinking was I have these 2 seams coming down here, and with this back piece I was going to try and keep those seams nice and flowy. And I think with the shape and the style of this and having 2 completely separate, or more than 1 completely separate cushion as an insert, it's not really working out the way I want. So to keep things simple, I'm just going to keep these flat. There's 2 separate cushions, so there'll be like a little pull kind of looking thing in the middle right there. But looking at the seat like this, I'm probably just going to keep this bottom seat part just smooth, no crazy design, because I think the rest of the seat is busy enough as it is. So we'll see how that looks. I'm going to go with it. I may have gotten a little too ambitious, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I just made this. I haven't tested it yet. Unlike this one right here, which I call this a waterfall, I did not put a seam in this corner, which unfortunately makes this rounded more. Like that corner is a lot rounded, which is why I think the shadows are so severe right there. And you can clearly see a box. To hopefully keep it a little more boxy, I put a seam on this. So let's pop this in, see how it looks. Honestly, I don't hate it. I think the seat base actually looks pretty good. I'll try my best to work out these few wrinkles at the top there, but all in all, I think it's starting to look like a seat. Tell me what you guys think.
What?
You smell good. Did you put on like cologne or something?
Oh,
or perfume, whatever. Chick cologne?
I'm clean. Because I'm standing in front of the fan.
Yeah. If you made it this far in the video, then you must be pretty serious. So I have one question to ask you. Would you be my subscriber? Now, I know that seems all of a sudden, and I don't want to move our relationship too fast. So don't rush into anything you don't want to. I just want you to know I'm here for you, and I will be here when you are ready. You really want to be careful because you can rip this. You can rip this seam. If you're pulling this open too much like this, it'll rip right there. So that's why I'm always scared every time there's a tiny little zipper in a big cushion. Let's see how she looks. Well, honestly, not terrible. Now, because I'm just super genius, I gotta take all of this off now, all of it apart, just so I can get these tiny little seams right here, you see, around these black things, and re-lock these stitches in. So, not great, but we'll see how it looks after. Take two. Damn, the mosquitoes are getting me. Honestly, that works just fine. And here's the final product. All in all, I could have probably done a little bit better, but at the end, I'm happy with how it turned out, and I think this was a very successful first racing seat. Before I send the seat off to its rightful owner, we're gonna make sure little kitty likes it here, because if it's good enough for her, it's good enough for anybody. I think we're good.